Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase and review we're going to be looking at the 2002 ehobby exclusive gold Meister. Meister is the Japanese name for jazz, if you're just wondering why. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to have a detailed look at him in both of his modes to help you decide how you want to display him. I'm going to give you a little bit more of a backstory, I suppose, about this figure and about ehobby. We will have a look at the contents that came with this. As you can see, it is still sealed, so we'll have a nose what's inside there, and unfortunately it doesn't have a box. So what we've got here is exactly what I've just said. So this is Meister gold version from 2002, and ehobby is a Japanese company that was licensed by Takara to use their molds to recreate and make figures like this. This particular figure came out and it was brought available in a double pack with this. This is ehobby Blue Streak anime colors. So again, you can see they just literally took the original mold and gave the figure the same colors as what was in the cartoon. Let's pop that over there for now. Now we're going to have a look at him in his alternate mode, and again I'm going to have to quickly apologize. You can see that it's not fully transformed, and what's happening is I just can't, and again I'm sure you'll forgive me, I just can't get it to clip back far enough. I've tried my absolute best, but it just doesn't seem to want to clip there, and I don't want to put too much pressure on it, or we can pretty much tell what it looks like. It is just the old Jazz or Meister molds, just again using vacuum metallized gold plastic. So of course, as you can see, fingerprints are all over it, and it's going to be very prone to cracking. The main reason I suppose ehobby did one of these figures, I know nowadays he's going to be more known as Golden Lagoon Jazz, but it's a homage, funnily enough, to what they used to do in Japan. They used to do lucky draw figures, which the clue's in the title, and that's exactly what it was. If you were super lucky enough, you could get one of your figures and it would have been available literally in a completely gold color like this. So before we transform him, and I'm going to be doing it super carefully, let's have a look at the package that come with him. Again, unfortunately no box. I'm going to do some comparisons in a second, of course, with original Jazz and, funnily enough, original Stepper. So what we've got here is, there are the gold missiles still on the sprue. There is the missile launcher. I wonder if that fires. I'll have a go with a normal missile in a minute. I mean, I wonder if it fires far, because with Takara, they had different safety standards. We've got the collector's card, which came with pretty much all Japanese figures, even way back onto G1. And what's interesting is they've just got the standard colours on the front and on the back of Meister. We've got the instructions here for the transformation process, which isn't too hard, but I'm probably going to make it look hard because of how slow I'm going to be doing it. And we've even got the sticker sheet, which I of course will not be applying, and there of course is his gold gun. And is this the feedback form? I think it's something like that, so nothing too interesting in here, I suppose, apart from that. Let's put these away very carefully. Right then, so yeah, 2002, so this is pretty much about the same time that Hasbro started to use the molds again as well, and reissue a lot of the figures in the commemorative series as well. So they just took this and went and did it slightly different, didn't they? Okay, here we go. I mean, again, please bear with me. This is the first and only time I'm going to transform this. So I'm going to slowly slide the feet out, which are there underneath. They are tucked underneath. Let's open the doors and slide them out. There's a bit of a stamp there. Let's see if we can make out what it says. Can we turn it around and make out what it says? Does it say 82 or 2002? 1982, so it's got the original date on it. So let's very carefully fold up what we now know, of course, to be the legs, and separate these. So you can see they've still got the inner workings, which are all a bit silver, but pretty much everything, I meant by inner workings, I meant like the bars and the screws, everything else is silver. Now underneath, this is the correct way it should be transformed. These are the fists grabbing on to the little, I suppose, tabs that are underneath, like so. Separate these, and then very carefully we're going to fold the arms out like this. Folding the arms out like this. I'm not going to do the full shoulder round. I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. Right, we're going to fold the front down, slot that into position. Now this is the really important part. Hold and support this as you slide this part back. That's going to allow the head to pop out. We can put the doors back. And what I mean by the shoulders is I'm just going to literally, probably in honesty, oh no, I've got it all the way around. I'm going to support it and bring them down like that. There's lots of different ways that you can do the shoulders. Oh, and bring that around. Just lost the head. Did I manage to get all that in camera? I think I did. And it all looks... Is it in position? Let's just pull the feet out. There we go. That is how I'm going to keep him. The glare on this is insane. I'm actually going to put the gun in his hand as well. I'm not going to load this onto his back. Or should I? Maybe I should. It'll actually support the head, won't it, if I go underneath? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that at all. I'm going to keep that there. What I am going to do, though, is take standard jars, or I say standard jars, 84 jars, and let's see if there's a difference between the firing missiles. That's actually quite powerful. I wasn't expecting that for a Hasbro variant. This is the Takara one. That's got a lot more torque on it, I can tell already. Boom. There you go, guys. For those of you who weren't aware, there were different safety standards between Japan and the US, obviously, and in Japan they had less stringent ones, which meant that most of the missile launchers had quite a bit of venom. You can see what I meant here, funnily enough, about the shoulders on this jazz. I haven't fully rotated them shoulders around either. What I'm going to do, one final comparison, I'm going to be just as careful because this is a vintage stepper as well, and funnily enough, this actually looks like I suppose a process, doesn't it? I suppose you've got white jazz, then you've got stepper with his gold pieces and parts, and then you end up with fully gold ehobby jazz. So there you go. I hope you found this interesting. Yeah, again, if you are interested and want to know what ehobby figures are, check out the playlist on this channel. They do amazing things like this, and I'm going to be doing a video on this guy soon too. But yeah, they were allowed to take original molds and do things exactly like what you can see there. What a great figure that is. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care.
Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.